Okay, 1.10, step in, input-output tables. So a factory cuts circles from sheets of paper to make stickers. For each sheet of paper they put in a machine, they get a certain number of stickers out of it. This table shows what happens. So one sheet of paper, they get 8 stickers. 2 sheets of paper, they get 16. They always get the same amount for every sheet. Okay, what equation could you write to describe the process between the number of sheets of paper and the number of stickers produced? So how do we get from 1 to 8 or 2 to 16? Remember, we're not looking from here. We're looking from top to bottom, from input to output, or sheets of paper to stickers. Okay, Brody?
1 times 8.
Okay, times 8, right? Okay, but now we have to check. Carson, does 2 times 8 also work?
Yes.
Does 3 times 8 work?
Yes.
All these work. So that means that is the process or the rule. So the equation is just, okay, not 1 times 8 equals 8. It is how do you find any of these. If I put 72 right here, could you find that with the equation? So you put sheets of paper. So I'm just going to put SP for sheets of paper times what?
8.
8 equals what? The stickers. So I'm just going to put S. That is the equation. Okay? It says patterns can be described in a general way by using the words input and output. Input is the numbers you start with. Output is the results of the input. Okay? Questions on that so far? Okay, so if I said, okay, I have 10 sheets of paper. How many stickers would I have? Tell me the answer and how you got it. If I had 10 sheets of paper, what would be the answer? How many stickers would I have? And tell me how you got that. Dylan?
You would have 80 stickers.
How do you know that? Good.
And 10 8 times equals 80.
Very good. 10 times 8. 10 8 times is 80. Very good. Okay, so let's look at the step up. A bike factory assembles 60 bikes in 2 hours. So 2 hours, 60 bikes. 90 bikes in 3 hours and 120 bikes in 4 hours. If the number of bikes made each hour is the same, how many bikes are made in 1 hour? Now it doesn't have 1 hour here. Just put it, guys. Put 1 hour. So how do you go from 2 to 60? 2 to 60. A way to look at that is there's a 0 at the end. Cover up the 0. How do you go from 2 to 6?
4.
Okay, adding 4, but let's check that. 3 plus 4, is that 9? So that means that's not the rule because it doesn't work for everyone. So other than adding, how can you go from 2 to 6, Xavier?
3.
3 what? You're correct, but how? 3 what? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, what?
3 multiply. They said quit giving away the answers.
2 times 3 is 6, but remember it's 60, so it's not actually 3, but 30. Okay, it's the same thing. Is that? Perfect. So 1 times 30 is what? 30. So if the number of bikes made each hour is the same, how many bikes are made in an hour? 30. Complete the table to figure out how many bikes are assembled in 7 hours. So you're going to do the same thing, times 30, times 30, times 30. Write an equation to show the process for figuring out the number of bikes made in any number of hours. Somebody tell me what the equation is. Raise your hand and tell me the equation. Carson?
Hours times 30 equals bikes.
Perfect. Hours times 30 equals bikes. Or you could have put input, because that's right here, times 30 equals output. Either one is perfect. Okay, questions on this one? So you'll just have to figure out these 3. Complete the table to solve each problem. Okay, I'm going to plug it in for you, just the top part. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 100 blocks in 5 boxes. Blocks in 5 boxes. 60 in 3, and 80 in 4. You have to figure out these. How many blocks are in 9 boxes? So if you have 9 here, what would go right here? And the equation. Okay? So think about, how do we go from 3 to 6? We are going to be using multiplication. Don't say it out loud though. Okay? If it costs $30 to buy 2 tickets, $60 to buy 4, and $120 to buy 8 tickets. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and we're going to do 10 right here. $30 to buy 2, so it's 30. Okay, $60 for 4. Okay, and 8 tickets is 120. So you need to figure out the 6 and the 8, and then also 7. How do we go from 2 to 30? How do you go from 2 to 30? We can't really do this because that's not a multiplication. How do we go from 2 to 30?
15.
15 what? Multiplying, adding what?
15.
Multiplying. So times 15. Good. Bless you. So you will finish that one. Look at the pattern to solve the problem. Red and blue counters are sold together in bags. Geraldine counted the number of red and blue counters in each bag and then wrote the results in this table. Write an equation to show the process for figuring out the number of blue counters for any number of red counters. Okay? It does not always go in order like all the rest of the tables. Okay? But look at them. It is not multiplication. You're adding. Okay? You're going to be adding, so it's going to be red and then plus something equals blue. And you also figure out for 60 counters in total, how many counters will be red. That's one thing you're going to have to try to figure out, okay? Step ahead. Put on your problem-solving brains for that one.